and welcome to Demon Interviews episode 173. I'm your host, as always, Springy, and join us today is an extra special guest.
Hello, everybody. I am Mr. Zoom underscore 2028.
Woo! The man, the myth, the legend who asks the world about bacon and peanut butter. Uh, uh, so, how are you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good, buddy.
Awesome. Awesome. Um, the next question is, have you ever been interviewed like this before, but you've been on the show before, so
And I have
so
my own show as well.
exactly. Um, so the next question is just going to be, do you have any other new cosplays planned to do? Tell us about without me giving you a small fee of $5.
Oh, well, I have an ODST coming. It's going to be a blue and black ODST with multicam black fabric under.
Awesome, awesome.
Besides that, I've had a new costume that I've made already, which is Thatcher from Rainbow Six Siege, which is uh SAS, British Special Forces,
Ooh, awesome, awesome.
which I bought a real 1990s British Special Forces gas mask for.
Oh, awesome. Gotta get that accuracy in there.
Yeah, even though it hurt my bank account by $300.
Yeah, that sounds like a good pain to the bank account.
Indeed.
Yeah, I recently bought something that was like $200. I'm like, my bank account's like, why? I'm like, because I want it. That's why.
Because I'm a cosplayer.
That's why. Exactly. I'm like, you will accept that this is happening. Um, but the next question is, would you rather eat Cheetos or go on a hike?
Yes.
That's a secret third answer. So, I mean, works for me. Um, so people might know you if they don't know you from your own YouTube channel. They might know you also from the Tickety Talkies. And I wanted to ask, like, why did you start that social media in the first place? Since it's a kind of a newer social media.
ADHD.
You get it?
And a new outlet to show cosplays on
That's very true.
since Vine died.
They again, it died and shriveled up because it's a vine. Ha ha
Uh,
ha. Uh, so on the interwebs, you go by Mr. Zoom underscore 2028. Why did you choose that as one of your known usernames instead of I don't know Batman fan 27 or anything else?
oh well, longtime viewers of my TikTok account know that my first main cosplay on there was Zoom from season 2 of CW's The Flash,
Mm-hmm.
and I chose that character because he had the least amount of skin showing on his face and a really cool mask.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I mean that makes sense for me, definitely. Something that I kind
Yeah.
of wanted to ask is, would you ever bring back the namesake to your channel? At least as far as I've been noticing, there hasn't been many Zoom based videos. So would you ever be doing those? Do you have any plans of redoing those ever again?
Um, Most likely not, although my ODST coming is gonna be in Zoom colors.
Awesome.
Most likely I wouldn't because Zoom was like a one season villain for the show, and most people don't know who he is
True.
because
True.
he also really wasn't in the comics.
I mean that is true. That is very true. I mean, yeah. um,
I would also have to lose a lot of weight if I wanted to bring him back and do the character justice.
yeah, I can completely understand that type of thing. Um, So now, as you know, I have to do the stereotypical YouTube thing of don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon. If you have any questions for our lovely guest here, put them in the comment section below. And if they're appropriate, and if we get him back onto the show for what the umpteenth time, we'll ask him your questions. And just so you know, there were no questions from the other ones. I checked. Uh, so, but there haven't been questions for anybody, so I get it. So,
Yeah.
um, oh yeah, and don't forget to follow him on all the social media platforms. There'll be a way to get to a good chunk of them in the description below, and go follow his YouTube channel, I guess, as well, if you have to. Um, so next up is going to be a question from a re- really smaller creator, a Mr. Zoom underscore 2028.
Who is that?
I I don't know. He's someone I don't know. It's a very long, very complicated question. Uh, bacon question mark.
Yes. Period.
So another question from the same small creator. Um, peanut butter question mark.
Yes. Period.
Exclamation point. Um, so something that we've been doing recently is we combine the two questions of bacon and peanut butter question mark in one meal.
Maybe, but I feel like that'd be a lot of grease, a lot of oil.
Mm-hmm. I have tried it. You can see me trying it on the Instagram page. Uh, and I had it more like it was just like almost like ants on a log, but it was just bacon and peanut butter. And yeah, it wasn't that bad. It just tasted like one or the other, mainly. It's either like
I feel like
creamy
that's a lot of
bacon.
sodium too.
I mean that is true, but I only had it with one piece of bacon. I didn't go farther than that. um, the next question is going to be, what is the hardest thing about getting into one of your cosplays?
I would say just the time of putting on like all the armor bits. Like even this is just like got to do all the buttons on the camo uniform under. Got to put on the head sock. Got to put the plate carrier on. Then got to get the helmet.
Mm-hmm.
Usually contact lenses come before all of that, so I can actually see.
Yeah, because or else you can't see at all because it just fogs up your glasses.
Although I do like my Mandalorian helmet, which has fans in the helmet.
Oh, I bet that's nice. I bet that's really nice.
It's really nice. Keeps the visor from getting fogged. Keeps you a little bit cool.
Yeah. Um. So next up is going to be have you ever attended any cons before, any conventions?
Yes, I've been going to cons since 2008, I believe.
Awesome. Do you have a estimated number of how many cons you've gone to?
Huh, let's see. I'm not good at math.
Math is hard, I know. Uh,
Um, I know it's in the double digits for sure.
mm-hmm.
It might be getting close to triple digits, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't have all my badges with me here in Texas.
Ah, makes sense. Makes sense. Um, next question. Is there any cons that you're hoping to attend to in the near future?
I'm hoping to attend RTX this year,
Ooh, nice, nice,
and then maybe Los Angeles Comic Con for sure. I have to fly back to California for that one,
nice.
and then Big Texas Comic Con.
I bet it's a big convention in Texas.
I wouldn't know. This would be the first one, and I wish they would bring PAX South back.
Yeah. Um, is there any particular reason that you're going to RTX? Because we've interviewed a lot of different people who are hoping to someday attend to there. But is there a reason beyond convention in Texas?
see. Well, if my ODST is done, it'll be somewhat. I know a lot of Halo cosplayers usually go.
Yeah, awesome.
It's really more to just like keeping the cosplay community.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Um, so next up, just with staying within the theme of conventions, what is one of your favorite convention memories that you can tell us about?
Huh, let me see. Well, it wasn't actually at the convention, but it was for the convention.
Uh huh.
I would say it's from PAX South 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Was the first time I got to actually meet all of my Texas cosplayer friends in person.
Ooh,
We had a big old Airbnb, which was a lot of fun.
that sounds like fun. Sounds like fun.
And it was the first time meeting like friends that are actually like hardcore into cosplay.
Yeah. Um, kind of bouncing off of that. Is there any um cosplayer inspirations that you have that you kind of like? Yeah, let me actually read the question word for word so I actually know what the heck I'm talking about. Who is your biggest cosplay inspiration or inspirations?
Um, the biggest inspirations for when I started cosplay
Mm-hmm.
was a group on YouTube called Fighting Dreamers Productions.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the I still follow one of them known as Twin Fools on Instagram.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Hoping to get them on my show someday.
Yeah. I remember you also suggested them for our show as well. So still trying to get in contact with them. It's hard for some people.
Also trying to get Jessica Negri on my show.
Yes, always. Um,
Please, Mama Negri.
oh god, I don't want to like agree with that, but like yes, because like I'm also a fan of Ruby, where she voice acts from that for that show. So like, and I have friends
I saw
who
Ruby's getting an anime too.
yes, it's getting. I think it's like a. I think it's like the first three episodes or retellings of the first
Yeah,
two
it looked from
seasons,
the
first three
trailer.
seasons.
It looked like season one for sure.
Yeah, see, I know it's not by the end of season three because if it's after season three, then the concept arts for new outfits for characters who are dead make no sense.
Yes.
So it's at least season one. It looked like some from season two as well, and then it's like a new story afterwards.
Well,
So
I'm pretty sure. I'm sure they're gonna add some new things to see the beginning seasons as well.
yeah, it's probably gonna be like some fixing and stuff like that. Um,
I will definitely like the animation fixings.
yeah. Um, there's also like they're planning on doing like winter outfits. So I'm kind of excited to see what the storyline is gonna go for at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there will there be the anime stereotypical beach episode?
I feel like that's in the new seasons.
Maybe a hot springs episode.
Who knows? Um,
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
yes. Just like he just comes in and be like, I was about to say, oh yeah, but no, that's the wrong guy. I don't know wrestlers, obviously. um, but to carry on from that, um, to sorry, shook the camera horribly. Um, next up is going to be speaking of cameras, uh, coming from one of our fans on Instagram, a Charlie and underscore Aronson 99. What is one thing you regret doing on camera?
Huh. Let me think for a second. A lot of it is the early TikTok dancing trends. That's one of them.
That's just all the TikTok dancing trends for me.
Yeah, that's why I stick to comedy mostly now.
Yeah. I get that.
Well, comedy and comedic dancing, which is very much meme dancing.
Yes, there's a difference between trend dancing and meme dancing.
Yep. I don't remember. Can I curse on the show?
Yeah, you can. You're fine.
Because my clumsy ass cannot dance seriously very well.
Same. And yeah, you're allowed to say whatever you want. This is the episode about you. So, we don't usually restrict language here. I don't care. We're all adults here. Uh,
Indeed.
yes, as we look behind us and there's action figures. Uh, adult
But
money
yes,
being used. Hmm?
action figures, helmets.
Masks. Like my small collection is like just slightly off camera at all times.
Same. I have more stuff over here, some sideshow figures and stuff.
Yeah, as you can see, collection is just like a little bit off screen on both sides.
That's what video podcasters do. We keep most of the most of the nerdiness off camera.
Yes, that's why the dirtiness on my bed is behind the chair. Um, yeah, all the collection stuff is like right off screen. All you can see is like
Yeah.
artworks by my friends and masks I've made for cosplay. And my small shrine to Tommy Oliver over there that I made when I was 8.
And you are only seeing this stuff is because it can't be hidden.
Exactly. Because it's so giant, you can't hide it.
This was the only recording space available in this pigsty of a room of mine.
Same. Pretty much. But next question to actually continue. Where was I? So this is coming from a past guest once again. A person you may not know, a Harley F. Quinn.
My co-host.
Yes. Uh, it's a very serious, very hard hitting question. As you know, that they always ask. What are those?
Yeah, my Crocs.
Yes. um. So, next up, my questions are right here. That's why I'm looking off to the side. I just sometimes have to remind the people who are watching to where it's like, wow, he's really not paying attention. So, is TikTok the only place you do cosplays, or do you have other social media platforms as well?
Oh, I have my TikTok. I have my Instagram, Thunder Tiki Cosplay. Uh, I am a part of the Mandalorian Mercs costume group.
Ooh.
So we go to events. Um, let's see. Well, I have my own YouTube show, which of course I cosplay every episode.
Yeah.
After that, I think that is all of them.
Awesome. Awesome. And there'll be at least a way to get to all of those in the description below. Since there's only 3 things, it would be very easy to put them all down there. I don't have to skip out any of them.
Yeah.
Plus, I can just copy paste them from the last interview.
Go to the descriptions of my videos and copy and paste them.
That too. I think most of them's the same. I think you just have to copy paste it from the last interview you're on. Just copy paste that, put it onto this one, and just change the number. I could. Probably what I'm going to do. So, what do you think is the biggest misconception about you and or your cosplays?
That I'm tall. I purposely film to make myself look more imposing and tall, unless the meme requires me to be in the background of the video.
Yeah, I get that.
Because throwback to the PAX South 2020, all my friends thought I would be taller.
Yeah, I mean that happens. I mean, it's crazy sometimes though.
They know my secret now.
No, edit it out. Hit the button, change the screen. Um. So next up is going to be coming from a past guest once again, an ultra geek cosplay. Pepsi or Coke?
I would say Diet Coke, but
Awesome.
I prefer Diet Dr Pepper.
Awesome. Awesome. Technically, that's the secret third answer, or two and a half, depends.
It is
Diet
the
Coke is two
third
and a half.
cola,
The
the only
third,
cola with a doctorate degree.
yes, Doctor Cola, please.
I'm
I
pretty
mean, we
sure
also
that's a dollar store brand.
probably no, isn't that like Doctor Thunder? Or no, that's like the Walmart brand.
There's Doctor Thunder. I don't Doctor Perky.
Doctor Perky. That
Uh,
that sounds like a different type of title. That's what this episode will be called, Doctor Perky. Uh,
what
to
the
kind
dog doing?
of, so next question is coming from another past guest, a Dark Mina the Gone. Uh, who would you be in a stereotypical horror movie? What would your stereotypical trope be? Would you be, the final survivor, the killer, the first to be unalived? From the stereotypes of horror movies, which one do you think you would be?
Well, seeing as I'm a horror movie addict, I'd probably be the only one left.
Or the first one dead because you think you know everything?
Yeah, if Scream has said anything.
True. Very true. Very true.
Behind you.
Why aren't you looking behind you? And then, same thing's happening. Um, so next question: who from TikTok, Instagram, social medias in general would you like to do a collaboration with in real life that you haven't done one with yet?
Let me see. Huh. Oh, well, he's not a cosplayer, but Lay McNasty.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Why are you up?
Awesome.
For cosplay wise, I would say Lady Red cosplay.
Nice, nice. Um, so last question until shockingly there's more. Um, what does cosplay mean to you coming from a past guest of Miyamoy underscore Mugui?
Um, Cosplay means letting the inside thoughts come out for once.
I agree with that. I agree. So now we're going to be going on to the final four questions for today. First of all, do you have any questions for me as an individual or about the show in general?
Why are we here?
Why are
Every
we here?
day I feel my arm.
Oh god, I don't know, man. I've been losing it, losing my mind.
Haven't we all?
Oh, I forgot what my mind felt like. Um, is there any other questions you'd like to ask?
Hmm. Where am I?
Hell.
Yep, sounds about right.
I mean, demon interviews. Where else would we be relocated? This is just a backdrop. This is just like a green screen behind me. Otherwise, you see like the fiery pits of hell.
Enter the Doom Slayer.
Oh no! um,
It's a me, Doom Slayer.
um. So next question is going to be: would you ever like to come back to the show in the future, like for the umpteenth time?
We all know I will be back.
Yeah, most likely next week, same time, same place, right? Oh. um. So next up is who would you like to see on the show in the future?
Ah, let me see.
Now you're Bane.
The galaxy is in disarray. Let's see. Yeah, my mind has nothing right now.
Hey, that's completely fine. If you ever think of somebody, just send them my way. Just like send me like their username, and I'll send them a invite to the show. And about 50% of the time they answer. So
I had a thought. I had somebody in my head, and then it just went
in in the brain and then just out the ear. It's crazy.
into the brain and out in the abyss.
Yes. Uh, that's where all my good thoughts go. To the abyss. All my good ideas.
Yeah.
Except for the one that strayed away from the void, and that's the show. Um, last question for today. Do you have any other questions for a future guest?
Hmm.
And will it be another food question?
Halo or Star Wars?
Halo or Star Wars? Okay. Okay. I'll write that down. I'll put it onto the Yo list. So, let me just check something real quick. Okay, so once again, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to follow our lovely guests on all the social media platforms. There'll be a way to get to all of them in the comment section below. And at least I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.